Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I'm really excited about the video I have planned for you guys today. We're going to do a fun, easy project, a waterfall, to add to a junk journal page or a card. And I'm also going to introduce you guys to my new digital paper kit that I'm really excited about. This one has 15 journal pages, and then I don't even remember how many, but multiple pages of coordinating ephemera. And I made another freebie to go with it. So it's freebie time. So first, let me show you the journal that I've made. Been getting a lot of requests for these tab style journals because they lay flat, you know, when you open them. So, oh gosh, I guess I didn't stick that down. So anyway, that's what I made this one like. So I just used 10 of the journal pages, and then the other 5 I used to make embellishments and pockets and things with. So there's a sheet that has tags all this size, so the pretty tags, and I added some words. You make me smile, you're so very loved. And I thought this would be a good just kind of memory book. So anyway, and I've got a couple of sheets that have, let me see, I don't have the whole kit printed again right now, but there's 2 sheets that have some fun, I don't know what you'd call these, like just paper that has been written on in script in different styles. And I did this one with just a jagged ripped edge and then made a belly band. And there's also on each of these just some strips. In fact, that's the one that I used that you can use for different things. So I turned it into a belly band and put a vintage button there. More tags and quotes and places to write or add photos. A little mini collage there and a quote, a roomy quote. It says, "Stick with the people who pull the magic out of you instead of the madness." One of my favorites. And then I did a side load pocket on this page. I just love all these florals. I think they're so pretty. In fact, the name of the kit is Floral Delights. So I never really thought about how hard it is to come up with names for paper kits. Goodness gracious, that's not easy. So anyway, I guess it's not that unique, but that's what I came up with. So this is just a double stacked pocket. Do small things with great love. Oh, there's a whole sheet. You guys know how I love faux stamps. So there's a sheet of these tabs here that you can make. I did these with my whale punch, but these will make great tickets or tabs for your journal. And then let's see, a whole sheet of faux stamps, which I'm kind of excited about. Let's see. Okay, and here's what we're going to make today. We're going to make this waterfall. So this is made, there's a sheet that has 9 of these. They actually look like this. Little, I don't know, what are these called? Tags. You can punch a hole there and use this as like a gift tag or a journaling card or something like that, and add a ribbon or whatever. But I'm going to show you how I turned these into this fun interactive element. And my thought here is that could journal on the back or add more quotes or scriptures or something. You could also put little tiny pictures, you know, whatever, more stickers. So we're going to make one of these waterfalls together in just a minute. But anyway, there's all kinds of fun shapes and things for you to make with this kit. This is a really big, deep pocket. And I was thinking about adding some journaling paper to this one as well. So anyway, it's a sweet journal, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So there's that. And then real quick, let me show you the freebie. So if you guys are interested and you want to see some of the colors, certainly doesn't get every, you know, all of them, but it gives you a sampling. So some little faux washi strip tape strips, 2 big triangles you can use as pockets, or you can cut these into something else and use. And then a ragged edge strip that I thought would be really fun to put on a border of a page or something. So that's going to be linked in the description, and it's on Buy Me a Coffee. So go grab one of those if you're interested in that. Okay. And then this is just a bunch of the papers that I hadn't used everything yet. I've cut a few out to show you some more of what's available. And then this is what the actual, let's see, full pages. This is just a couple of them. This is one of my favorites. I love the butterflies and the heart here, the flowers. So anyway, some fun pages, something different and new to look at. And I hope you guys will go check it out. It'll be linked in the description. There's a whole bunch of these on a page. If you're interested, and it's in my Etsy shop. Okay, so now to our project. Let's jump in. Oh, goodness. Everything's going everywhere. All right, so to make this, we're going to make it and actually add it to this, it's almost full, but this junk journal idea book that I have. And if you are looking for some fun ideas of how to decorate pages or make different journaling spots and pockets and things, I've got a whole series of videos that you could go back and look. I'm thinking about starting a new series with more ideas, but we will make this and add it to this journal here so you can see how you do that. So the first thing you'd want to do is, of course, print that page out. And if you don't have that page, you can print out ovals, you could do circles, you could do squares. There's lots of things that you can use to make a waterfall, but I just liked this shape and thought it would be fun to do a waterfall using these, since I had 9 of them. So this also helps you know where to score, because I am going to score right under that little where it's scalloped and the little faux hole reinforcer, and where it shows you to punch the hole if you were going to do that. And we're just going to score, and I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and the back, not to cut through, but just the back, to do a really light score. But what it also does is it's a really thin score, and I didn't even press down hard enough. You don't have to press down hard, because it, you know, it won't cut through, but if you press too hard, it'll really cut that paper. And I guess I'm being too light-handed, but basically you're going to have something that looks like this, okay? So, real quick, if you were to do, let me find a piece of paper here. If you were to do a circle, let me show you kind of how you might want to do that, okay? I'm trying to find one of these pages that I've already started working with. So let's say you were going to do a circle, whatever size that you want to do. This is a 2-inch circle. You would want to then mark and score each one at the same place. So like on mine, I'm going to score each one where that little notch is, but a circle doesn't have a little notch or whatever you call it. So you would just decide. So let's just say we're going to come in 1 centimeter. Okay, so punch as many circles as you want for your waterfall, make a mark at 1 centimeter, and then you're going to want to score your circle and then fold, and you want them to all be the same, and then your waterfall will be made of circles, okay? Same thing if you do squares or ovals or whatever, just score them all, use the same size and score them at the same place. So I'm just going to go through all of mine and score them all at the same place. And while I'm doing that, the other thing that I did is I did on the one in my journal, I inked around all the edges, and I also added some really pretty floral washi tape stickers just to jazz these up a bit. Not necessary. I could have also added quotes, you know, little photos, whatever, decorations. You could do cutouts from a fun magazine, whatever you want to do. And these are fun. Each of these little tags, some of them have, I think this is French, but like looks like little pages from a book, right? This is a sheet, looks like sheet music. Okay, on this one, they're all kind of different colors that coordinate. Some script again. Okay, so they're all kind of designed a little differently. But once you have them scored, you want to, you know, fold them all nice and neat. And then decide how you're going to decorate them, because it is easier to decorate and ink them before you start gluing them down on your journal page. This would also be a fun element, like in a, if you like to make cards or something, it would be a fun element for that too. Okay, and I have 9. You can do however many you want. 9, I think, you know, it's a lot, but it is pretty impressive looking. I think how fun. And I know there's lots of videos on making waterfalls, like using little envelopes. I've done some videos on it, but I just thought this was fun to take a tag shape and to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to think of what I want to decorate this with. Sitting right here is one of my, I haven't prepared anything to decorate with, but we certainly could go back to the washi stickers. I was thinking I might pull a page out of my Edith Holden book. I'm trying to find where the strings are. And we could do some fun decorating. Looks like I've already, how lucky is that? I'd already snipped some, but not pulled all the pages out. And if you aren't familiar, one of my videos shows you how I take books apart that are sewn together like this. Here, I'll just find one that I haven't snipped and show you really quick since I'm talking about it. So you just get to, it's a little hard to, in some of these books, but seam ripper makes it easy. You could use scissors, but it's a little harder. And you just find that string in there. Look at me getting off subject on my video here. This won't take long. Trying to get that angle is the problem. And that's why the seam ripper really does help, or you end up digging a hole in your paper. But I do find taking the time to do this, you get to have the double sheets instead of just tearing a sheet out, which you can do. I mean, you could use a straight edge or just carefully tear it out. But if you will take the time to cut these, and again, y'all probably maybe know how to do this, but I've had people ask me about it, how I got out the double pages of a book. And when I say double pages like this, it's not torn yet. You rip those and then gently pull, and the pages will come out of the book. Okay, and this is way more than I need, so I'm going to stop there and probably put back in my little book what we don't use. But I was just thinking I'm not going to fussy cut because I'm on camera and it kind of takes too long. But now I'm going to rip it. But see how nice it tears? I'm going to use some circle punches and just punch out some pretties that we can then add to each of these, just for something to have on there. So that's 2, and I said I had 9, right? Gotta be able to have my punch reach. I think this will be pretty. I'm gonna do it a little bit off. 3, 4, and it's not gonna reach. All right, so on one page, I've gotten 5 that I like. 5. And I could have done them different sizes. I'm gonna save these because I can use this to make some other tags and things. I love the print on these old pages. And this one actually, so I've had several vintage copies of Edith Holden's, of course I'm going to say it wrong if I don't look at it, The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. But there is, it came out, I think in the 1970s, right? The original was 1906, but then in the 70s, a bunch of prints came out of it. And now they did a reprint. I'm trying to think of when this one was. Much more recent. And, yeah, 1977 was published with huge worldwide success. And then this edition has been republished using the most modern techniques to give a renewed freshness to the enchanting book. So this one, 2006, is not that old. Not quite 20 years old yet. But it's much, you can sometimes find them and they're a little less expensive. So that's a little tip and trick. Now, the vintage ones, of course, are absolutely wonderful to have and work with. But it is nice to know that there was a reprint. See, like I even love this the little page numbers. You can save that and use like on a little tag or something. You know, it's nice to know that there was a reprint and that they're out there. I know some people, you know, are looking for them, and so that might be a little more cost-effective option for some folks. Okay, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta decide which ones I want. To use. 7, and I'm trying to go fast, but I don't feel like I'm going very fast. There we go. All right, so while I'm doing this, I'm gonna remind you guys, if you haven't already, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel, you've left me a comment, you've given a thumbs up. I'm really working on this year. One of my goals was to really build up my YouTube channel. So I've been trying to be around more with more content for you guys. And if you're enjoying my content, that's the easiest way you can support me, and I really appreciate it. And I really do respond, unless I just somehow miss a comment or a reply. I try to respond to all your comments because they do mean that much to me. So I hope that you will take a minute and do that for me. I had a friend who told me, she's like, whenever your videos come out, if I'm too busy, I just go ahead and click on it and let it play, even if I'm doing laundry or working on something else. And then later I go back and I actually watch it and pay attention. She's like, and that way you get 2 views. And I thought, you are the sweetest thing. And I know that I've done that with some of my favorite channels as well. And of course, when projects are super complicated, you tend to rewatch them in order to get the best instructions and make sure you understand. I mean, there's so many that I love, but I love easy projects, but I also don't mind dipping my toe into some of the more complicated techniques. And it's just fun to see how different people teach and share their work and their projects. Okay, I'm almost done inking these. And of course, this is just going in my idea book for me. So it didn't have to be like super, super fancy, but I did want you guys to at least get a sense of what it would, you know, another option of how you could decorate these that would hopefully be kind of quick. I probably should have inked all of these before I got on camera too, but... So if you've stuck with me this long and you want to know how to glue these tabs down to make the waterfall, of course, you could just fast forward, which I totally understand if you choose to do that. But what I could do is ask you guys for help with something else too. So periodically I say, if you guys see something I've made and you'd like a video, please let me know. Send me a message or comment and let me know so I know what's of interest. I do have planned for you the flip-flap folio that I showed on another video recently of with my Summer Elements paper, and it was done on black cardstock. So that one I do have planned. It's just going to take a little bit longer to film, and I'm heading back out of town again to be with my dear friend who lost her parents. And so I will be gone again for about 3 days. But that's on the list for early next week to at least record it. And then I'll have to get it edited and up and everything. But soon, it's coming soon. But if you have ideas or things that you'd like to see me demonstrate or make, or my take on something, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to pull out the journal, the idea journal, and I picked a blank page. So this is where our waterfall is going to be. And often I decorate them before I glue them down, because I just find it a little bit easier. So maybe we'll just add the circles really quick with some glue. And today I am using wet white glue. And I did get the big bottle of the Line Co. That's the brand pH neutral PVA glue. I'm loving it. And I've just put it in these little precision bottles. So that is also on my Amazon storefront if you would like to see the glue I use, or if you need some glue. And I also love, of course, my art glitter glue. I say this all the time, don't I? All right. I'm just going to put these on here. I just think it'll be fun, I think, to flip it and see the different flowers. So I'm not going to really worry too much about which one goes on which. And of course, we could, even after you put it in your journal, you can go back and add words or more things. So, you know, it's not hard to write on the little tabs of the waterfall or to decorate more after it's in the book. But I think this just kind of makes sense to do it this way. I think it would also be fun on this particular type. We could add little ribbons and things sticking off. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, I think I have one more circle than what I need. La-di-da. So I definitely want to use this butterfly. There we go. And then I've got what looks like, I think, a lily. And I'm not sure what kind of flower that is, but I'm going to save that for something else. Okay. All right. Those are all done. Now, I do want to decide which one I want to be on the top, because that's the one you'll see before you flip it. I think I'm going to do that flower on the top, and then probably alternate, because some of them are a little bit similar. So I'm going to do this one next. So that's going to be the top. So this is how I'm going to stack them. If it doesn't matter to you, then that one is too similar, the background. If it doesn't matter to you what order they're in, then I encourage you to not worry about it and just lay them down. Now, it looks like this one is going to be on the top, but actually this is going to be the last one. And then this is the last one I will glue down that will be on the top, and you'll see here in just a second. So take the one that is going to be at the bottom. Now, if you really want to try to figure out exactly how tall this is going to be, you could lay them all out first and decide where you want to start. I'm going to wing it because it's just my idea book to help me remember different projects. So I'm not too worried. All right. Add glue just to this side of the kind of tab that we made after we folded it over, okay? and then decide where you want the bottom of your waterfall to be and glue it down so it looks like that. Okay? And then the next one, and you know, I could have printed some other paper, like a neutral paper or something. I'm putting that on the wrong part. On the back side, so it's not just white, but that's up to you. I think that would look great though. All right, again, put it on the color, on the printed side that matches the front. And then you're going to just lay it down right at the top of the one you've already glued down. And then I fold it over so that, let me get this out of the way, make sure I'm on screen for you guys, to make sure everything is lining up on the sides, okay? So take your next one, again, I need to add glue. Glue on the side that's been printed, bring it right to the top of the one you've just stuck down, and keep going. So see, now we have 3. And you're just gonna repeat this process until they're all glued down. And then I think it now makes sense that if I put this one on last, that's the one you're gonna see at the top of the waterfall. Now, this sheet, like I said, had 9 of these. You certainly don't have to do that big of a waterfall, right? And so if you only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I have now, that's the height of your waterfall, okay? And that's perfectly fine. It's still, that's impressive and looks good. I'm going to go ahead and glue all of these down since I have them. You could make yours even bigger. You know, if you wanted to, you could punch out 12 circles and do one with 12 that fans. So you do what you think looks good. And again, you just keep layering them until they're all on the page. Now, I would let the glue dry before you flip around too much. See? Now, art glitter glue would have immediately stuck that down. The line code glue gives you a minute to adjust. And in fact, for this kind of project, it's actually not a bad idea to use something that gives you a second, because if you don't have it lined up straight, you have that moment to make sure everything is perfectly straight. So just a thought when you're selecting your adhesive, you know, you could use a score tape, a 2-sided tape, but that doesn't give you any, there's no grace there. Once you stick it down, this is the last one. Once you stick it down, you're not wiggling it. So just give that some thought. Fun. How easy is that? I think the biggest thing is just to make sure whatever you choose to use, that they're the same size, and the score part that's right here is the same width in every one of them. Okay? Fun, fun, fun. And like I said, I know there's lots of videos out here making these, but I just thought I'd add one to the collection and help you guys out maybe. So there you go. I think it'll probably take me too long to find it. I think in here I have one that I did with some little envelopes in a video for you. I did it this way. Look at that. It is the same concept, but instead of flipping up, they flip down, and there are pockets. And that's even all the measurements to make it. Fun, right? All right. So it's fun and great to have an idea book so you can go back and remember the projects you did. Because a lot of times I end up either selling journals or giving them away or using them, and then they end up in a different spot in my house, and I don't have them with me when I'm trying to remember how to do something. So, all right, I hope you guys like it. I hope you will go check out the new paper pack on Etsy and enjoy that freebie. Make sure you go grab it and have fun with it. Again, I was gonna grab it and show it to you guys again before I left. Here it is. There you go. That's what you can grab on Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, have a great day. Until next time, everybody. See ya.